So I just recorded a bunch of video, and then I found out that my memory card was full and I only had part of the video. So we're back. It's MisterMiceGuy. We're looking at Dopamine's litter. You will notice that they are smaller than they were before. It does seem like she ate about 4 of them last night, or I guess 3 of them. So why this happens is kind of unclear sometimes. Sometimes it's because of stress, but it also could be because there's 12 pups. I've read that for ideal milk production, there should be like 3 to 6 pups, and we had 12. So it could be that they just weren't getting enough nutrition. I did notice when I was looking at them before that some of them had very little to no milk bands, which means that they're not getting a lot of food. But you can see that this one's got a nice milk band. This one too, pretty clear now. So it could be that she wasn't producing enough milk for the 12 pups. Now I have had mice raise 12 pups in the past, just fine. So it does depend on the mouse a little bit. This is also her first time producing a litter, so who knows? But hopefully these guys were going to be okay. I also don't know if she killed them or if they died and then she ate them. Yeah, you don't know that. One of the things that makes me think that they probably died and she ate them is that none of these ones here were nibbled on. So in the past, back when I was 17 or 18, and I briefly tried raising mice, the mothers were partially eating live babies, which was horrific. So they'd eat off the tail or eat off the legs or toes. I'm not joking. It was it was horrible. And we've got none of that going on. So that kind of makes me think that those pups actually died, and which is unfortunate. Because I wanted to keep as many as I could, and I was looking to keep both a male and a female from the litter because these pups are going to be carriers for the yellow gene, and I wanted both a male and female that were carriers. Going forward, I'm thinking what I might do is I might just, when I produce a litter, is I might, and I've read to do this in the past. I don't know where I read this, but I've read it. Is that when you produce a litter, you should be looking for just the males or just the females, and early on just remove all of the opposite sex. And so going forward, I might do that, where I have a litter and I'm like, all right, this litter, we're just going to pull males from, in a way that, so in a way, them kind of dying off naturally is kind of like natural selection in my mind, because these, I'm assuming, are probably going to be stronger animals in some way. But on the flip side is that I would like to select the ones that I keep, not randomly have them die off. So like this guy right here, this little one here, is he's kind of runty. I would have not picked this one. Yeah, I think it's a male, and he does have curly hair. But yeah, and so that way early on I could pick the ones that I want, and hopefully the ones that I if it's a male, all the males will survive. So right now I'm not even sure which ones have survived, but it's not a big deal. This happens. But yeah, we have got 8, so it's actually 4 black and 4 white ones, or not white, but 4 pink-eyed ones. So we're still 50-50 on that. Yeah, I'm gonna say female on that one. Let's check them out. I'm gonna say male, female. I'm gonna say female. This one I think is a male. I'm gonna say female. I think female. I think female on that one too. So maybe we actually did get quite a few females here, and just these 2 males maybe. Looking at the whiskers, yeah. I don't know. But this is where we're at. So yeah, let's see if I can bring it up closer to the camera a little bit. I am going to have some Angora ones, and I am going to have some Texel ones. I can tell by their whiskers. Another thing that I've noticed is that this is day 6, and I feel like they might be a little bit behind. which might also kind of give evidence to the idea that she just wasn't producing enough milk. Because I think by day 6 we should start having some fur, but I'd have to go back and check my old pictures or some charts. Maybe this is normal for day 6. I'm not sure. I forget. But yeah, they seem to be doing okay. Seems like they are pretty calm. So something that I was actually just reading about yesterday on one of the papers I was working on is that in wild animals, the babies have kind of an underdeveloped stress response early in life, and so there's kind of a small window with wild animals, at least, that you can kind of try to condition them when they're babies, very early in life. But in domestic animals, that window before their stress response starts is larger, and so you have a larger period of time to work with them to do that conditioning and habituation than you would in a wild animal. And these are obviously domestic animals. But you can see that they're pretty calm now. And I do actually have a video of half wild pups on Instagram, and they're going crazy. You should see them. Check that out. They're bouncing everywhere, and nothing like this. Although I did handle them quite a bit because I wanted to make sure that wild litter way back when, I wanted to make sure that they would be handleable, and the handling did work as pups. I was able to get them to be pretty tame, but then once they matured, they lost all of that. Yeah, so it looks like at least everyone who's left is doing okay. I really hope that we have some double Rex in here. Oh my goodness, someone's rolling away. But I don't know. It's hard. I can't really tell by their whiskers yet if they're going to be double Rex. So, but anyways, I'm going to leave the video here. Don't forget to check out my website, MisterMiceGuy.com, my Instagram at MisterMiceGuy. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.